Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here. I hope you guys are all doing good and well. I am running errands with my boy Mason. He's tired out here, so he's laying down. And this is going to be an informal video. I'm just going to let it flow. I'm going to give a warning that if you're offended by foul language, now's your time to leave. I never know when it's going to go ugly because I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth. I'm going to try to keep this one clean. And it's just going to be a casual talk, thoughts in my head flowing out. I got an email from a woman in South Africa who said something along the lines of, hey, and I use this because I know there's got to be millions of people just like her. She says, hold on, honey. She says, it's like my dog's a little kid. You know how you always put your hand out when you hit the brakes? It's habit. I got 7 kids. They're all grown, but that stuff never leaves you. So basically she says something, she's got 3 or 4 daughters. I mean, that in the best case scenario is a nightmare. I've got 2 daughters and whoa. But her husband, baby's dad is, I assume, let's just say the baby's father, let's put it this way, the man in the house is working away from home a lot, and I think they got broken into, or somebody in the neighborhood did. But the bottom line is she was asking me, hey, I'm a vulnerable woman with girls. She lives right next door. She's obviously a white Christian. She lives right next door to, and I'm not familiar with if you guys call them towns or townships or cities, but some town of black Africans that has 1.6 million people there, and then she's right on the border of it. So the idea being that when shit goes sideways, she's gonna probably be the first one to feel the agony. That's a scary situation, man. And she wanted to know, hey, look, what can I do to protect my daughters? Improvised weapons. She has no weapons. No firearms and blah blah blah. She's got a small house, if I remember correctly, and this could apply to anybody. And so at the end of the video, what I'm going to do is, and this is so I don't forget, got a lot on my mind and I'm having trouble remembering everything. But at the end of the video, I'm going to ask you guys, especially the preppers that are my original subscribers from way back when, to throw in some thoughts here, and then I'll ask that the people that are in this situation, not necessarily only women, but people that are looking for ways to defend themselves with homemade weapons and plans and stuff, I'm going to ask you guys to give me and them some examples in the comments. Give me some ideas, because I am not an expert at that. I've been fortunate enough to always, I've been carrying a gun since I was 18, so I'm 56 now. I always rely on that and my instincts and blah, blah, blah. They're in a different situation over there in South Africa. So off the top of my empty head, what comes to mind is, typically when I am doing like a security survey, let's just say, to make it a little formal, on a home, or my own home, let's just say, I approach the home from the outside as if I want to get into that home and do damage. Whether let's say worst case scenario, I want to get in there and slaughter everybody in that house. You need to do that. You need to go outside and look at your home and get your mind into the head of the bad guy and just look at this house like you've been studying it for a while and ask yourself, what's the best way to get in there? Do they have a hollow core, weak ass door? Can I just get it open with one kick? Then that's the way I'm going to do it. If they're in an area where it's not going to draw attention, I'm just going to kick the door and come flying in there. If they have a solid door and bars, do they have bars on the windows? Where's the vulnerable points? Can I use a ruse if they're completely locked up? Can I set their car on fire until they come out to see what's going on, and then the door's open and now I can get in? There's a million different ways. You need to look at your own property and start thinking like a I almost said the K word, like a bad guy. So, what can you do? Look, people have been slaughtering each other since the very first dude stumbled out of the cave and saw some other dude stumbling out of his cave. Over the cave chick or whatever the hell they wanted. People have been killing each other long before Smith & Wesson and all the other weapons came along. So at the very least, you know, what do these guys use? They use machetes. Well, are machetes illegal for white people to own? Get yourself a machete. How expensive can that be? The longer the distance, obviously if a guy has a gun and you bring a machete to a gunfight, you're probably going to lose. But that doesn't mean you need to surrender and just succumb to the torture and the rape and all that other crap. If you are preparing for a somebody that's armed with a firearm, you're going to have to be alert. You're going to have to set noise detectors and early warnings things so that you know they're coming before they get in the house, and you can be in your pre-positioned kill spot. Guy kicks the door open and comes in, and I'm standing there with a machete. Guess who's losing their head? You don't have to cut their head off if you're not that strong. Gash their throat and see how long they can aim a gun and shoot at people when they're spurting blood with every heartbeat. It's only a few spurts before they lose consciousness. I've seen it, I'm telling you. How cute he is. I wish you guys could see this. Look at this, he's so cute. He's tired, he's just nodding off. God, look at that face. Oh my God, he's a darling. He's my darling, my sweet Mason. Look at that face. How can I possibly make a video about anything except him when I have this? I just want to pull over and French kiss him. All right, so, sorry, let's not get weird. I mean, after all, you are black, and remember, I'm supposed to be a racist because I'm trying to help white people. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you guys there. All right, so it all comes down to how bad you want to live, or how bad you don't want to be tortured and see your daughters or your kids or your wife or your husband slaughtered. Look, man, you got to go jihad on these guys. You got to go medieval. You have a plan, and a plan helps you prevent you from panicking. I always say this, I'm going to say it again. When your mind is put in a chaotic situation and it searches at light speed for a solution, and there is no solution, it devolves into panic. That's what causes panic. If you think ahead of time, if I hear this, I'm going to do that. If the door does this, I'll do this. And you go through it in your head, and maybe better yet, you practice it physically with your family. When you have a plan and something happens, your mind defaults right to what you stored into your head. That prevents panic. It gives you a sense of control. It gives you a sense of mission and calm. Believe me, I've been through this situation before in fights for my life where I've been stabbed as a police officer and shot at and blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to say I'm a hero. I'm just saying I've been in these situations, and you always default to your training, and that's not I didn't make that up. That's the military, that's law enforcement. This is where the background I come from. Your brain, things slow down, but you're doing things on autopilot, and when it's all over, you find out that, oh, wow, I reloaded, I did this, I did that, and I don't even remember thinking about it because you already thought about it a long time ago. Now, the biggest kicker that gets cops killed, and all of this can apply to you guys, to civilians, is a person who has all the right tools and all the right plans, but has never actually considered that, hey, I got to take a life. I'm going to have to get blood on my hands. Maybe they have strong religious beliefs. Maybe they don't understand the Bible and they think that one of the 10 commandments was thou shalt not kill. Maybe they're ignorant and they don't realize that the actual original verse was thou shalt not murder. Maybe they don't know the difference between murder and killing. Maybe they don't know the difference, or they're not aware of the fact that even God himself endorses the lawful killing of a criminal that's bent on causing harm. So, you know, those are other subjects you can grapple with those by yourself. But if you haven't got that clear in your head, you will hesitate. And when you hesitate, you will be meeting Jesus a lot quicker than you anticipated, because hesitation is the biggest ticket off of this planet. Now, when I say go jihad on these cocksuckers, here's what I'm talking about. What if, and I'm just making shit up, if it's stupid, leave a word in the comments. But I'm thinking, look, man, if I had a squeeze bottle filled with gasoline, or petrol as you guys call it, and a freaking reliable extended lighter that you light a fireplace with, I might keep that by the door, have some other early warning things, and when the door flies open or they crawl through the window, I'll tell you what, man, if I squeeze a bunch of gasoline all over one of those fuck sticks, I can either A, light it and watch them run around like a fucking human torch, which would be rather entertaining, and I would hope that you get it on video, because I would pay good money to see one of those cocksuckers running around roasting. I don't like them, and I don't care if they suffer. And I'm talking about these fucking bloodthirsty murder monkeys over there that are causing all this shit with these farm killings. Now, let's say you don't want to fucking have a burning fucking cocksucker running through your house, catching your curtains on fire. Okay. Cover him with gas and hold that lighter up and say, motherfucker, you got 4 seconds to get your black ass out of my house, and 3 of them are already gone. You know, I'm telling you, if I was covered in gasoline and you were holding a lighter, I'd want some distance from you. That's just my way of thinking. I would like the fuckers. That's just me too. But, you know, that's what I'm talking about. You got to think like them, you know? They are hacking animals to death. They're raping babies. They're cutting the eyelids off of human beings. Do not have sympathy. Sympathy, you reserve that for God-loving human beings that know how to live in harmony with everybody. Not murder monkeys. Murder monkeys must be destroyed, and when they fucking come into your house, you destroy them. And you do it with violence. A violence that it's unfortunate. You shouldn't have to resort to it, but come on, man. I'm a very loving guy. I love animals. I love dogs. I love my family. But I'll rip a fucking dude's eyeballs out and skull fuck him if he even looks at my family like he's gonna harm him. You gotta have that in you if you want to fucking survive. All right? Now does that mean that you have to walk around your whole life like some psychotic fucking serial killer thinking about how to... No. You go through it. You get it implanted in your head so that it's there in your toolbox, your mental toolbox. And then you go about your life. Every now and again, you review your plans with your loved ones. Hey, what would you do if the door flew open? Well, Mommy, I would light the murder monkey on fire. That's right, honey. Now go get yourself a donut, and you're a good girl, because you know that all murder monkeys must burn. You know, you go through this stuff. Junior, do you know where the machete is? It's right next to the door where we put it, Mom. That's right. Good boy, Junior. You go through these drills. What do we do if there's 5 murder monkeys? We go to the safe room in the back of the house, which is the farthest closet and the deepest bedroom, and then when they open that door, we just hack them to death with our machetes, and then we roast them. Whatever. Have your plans and go over them with your family. Now, I could go on and on and on with what I would do, but I'm not in South Africa, and I got to devote more thought to this. In the meantime, in the interest of saving innocent people's lives, I call upon all who are listening to give your opinions in the comment section. Give some suggestions. You know, I can tell you that when I first got involved with South Africa, I used to say, hey, get a dog. You know, dogs are good early warning systems. Little dogs, yap, 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 murder monkey, you know, something to let you know. Everybody doesn't have to have a killer like Mason. Yeah, that's my boy. Look at him, he looks up, he's like, yeah, that's right. What's up, G? But somebody said, well, they poison all the dogs. Okay. If they poison the dogs, I mean, that's fucked up. So if you can't have a dog, because you can't have one, can't afford it, or they poison them all, or whatever. You know, when I used to go camping, I would put fishing line out around my campsite, you know, 50 yards out with little bells, man. Just enough to ding-a-ling, let me know that there was a fucking bear, a fucking coyote, or a serial killer, or somebody fucking sneaking in to rip me off, steal my fishing poles, or fucking, you know, grab my man boobs. I don't know, but I want to know what's coming. And I don't want to be caught where I open my eyes up and there I am looking at Mr. Death. I want to be up and I want to meet Mr. Death face to face, so that if he does kill me, he's going to have some fucking scars and some holes that need patching up, because I ain't going down easy. And it's not a fear of death. I've said this time and time again. Don't be afraid to die. Everybody's going to die. I just found out yesterday one of my friends died. I didn't even know it. I mean, he was a high school buddy. Now, we're all going to die. It's not that you're going to die. It's how do you live? And that's why you can't live in absolute fear, because then you might as well be dead. You have every day, no matter where you're at. If you're in fucking Auschwitz and the ovens are coming up tomorrow, make sure you laugh and giggle today. You know, because you just don't know what's going on. The only thing we know is we're all going to die. What you can do is not allow somebody the satisfaction of taking your life just taking it like you're a fucking dog or a fish in a barrel. He's got his head on my arm. God damn it, that's so cute. I love you so much, Mason. When they're not watching, I'm gonna kiss your nose, and I'm gonna kiss it long, and there ain't a damn thing you can do to stop me. He's so cute. I want to show you, but if I lean over, he'll take his arm off. Look. But let's see if I can do it. Look how cute he is. Oh my God. There's nothing cuter than Mason. So yeah, oh my God, sorry about that. Ugh. I told you it was going to be a one of those videos that wasn't well thought out. But yeah, it's not about dying, it's about the dignity of how you die. And if somebody's going to take your life, you make them fucking earn it. And you make them earn it, because if they survive, you make damn sure that they never walk the same again. They have to sit down to piss, or they're missing an eye or two. You jab the sharpened broomstick that you have. You got a sharpened stick like a broomstick. You make it razor sharp and put a fucking nail in the bottom of it, and cut off the head of the nail and grind it into a point. And you have those positioned all over the fucking house. So no matter where you are, if you're in the shower and the door kicks in, you grab that. Now you got a distance weapon. If they've got machetes and you've got a broomstick with a fucking spike sticking out of it, you start jabbing their eyeballs, man, and see if they could chase you around with a machete when you got their retinas stacked up on the end of your nail spike. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to kill them, but you can fuck them up. You hit them in the nuts with one of those spikes, and you just jam it in as hard as you can. And then you just do it. You keep jamming them until they turn around and leave. And if the guy behind him comes in, you jab him too. And you giggle. You scare them. You make them realize that they just fucked with the wrong white girl. You start laughing and giggling as hard as you can. You go fucking psychotic, because I'm going to tell you something I learned when I was a cop and I was in I was fighting people, man, and it was a stack of them and two of us. I learned that everybody can deal with a scared person. Oh, don't kill me. They love that shit. That's part of what gets them off. And they know how to handle that. But what people can't deal with is the guy with a huge smile on his face going, we're all going to Jesus. Come on. Is it going to be you? Woohoo. And stabbing and fucking gouging and come on. It's a good day to die. You go fucking nuts, because especially those fucking barbaric murder monkeys in South Africa who have these weird superstitious beliefs, man, they're gonna wonder what the fuck. They've never seen that. Be the first one. Be the first one to go completely fucking psychotic. Say, I've been waiting for you motherfuckers for weeks. Come on, let's get this party started. Tick, tick. Oh, did that hurt? Because you ain't got no eye. And you just fucking giggle and scream and laugh, shit in your hand and throw it in their face. There are no rules when you're fighting for your life. Now, if that was a little extreme for you, there's always the other option. You can just sit there and fucking let them kill you. I think option A is better, don't you? Anyways, let me get out of here. I'm interested to see what your comments are. I worry about you. I don't make light of this situation. But like I said, if you don't smile and laugh once a day, it's not healthy. You got to do it. Okay? Don't be one of these gloom and doom. We're all gonna die. Yeah, we are all gonna die. So it's nothing special. You're not fucking special because you're gonna die. But let's try to live while we're here. And let's try to live longer than these fucking murder monkeys want us to. I like saying murder monkey, in case you didn't notice it. Murder monkey, murder monkey. I'm gonna make a new song and I'll have it out next week once I get an agent. All right, LMS Tactical, Mason, we got to go out of here. Bye. Stay safe.